Hi, I'm Ajit, founder of Evercoach, the largest online academy for coaches. We create curriculum that teaches coaches on how to become a better coach and how to run their coaching businesses a lot more effectively. In this video, I'll share with you the opportunity that lies before you as you embark on your coaching journey. I'll talk you through how you can move past your fears and limiting beliefs about your coaching practice and help you begin your journey of contribution and growth through this online video series. Towards the end of the video, I have an exercise for you that will help you find out if becoming a coach is the right thing for you. I also have a little surprise gift for you, so stay tuned for that. Coaching can do wonders to a human being. I am a living example of this. Just a few years ago, I had a wonderful life. The car of my dreams, a great house, wonderful wife, stable job. It may well have been called the perfect life, or at least that's how it would look from the outside. One of the nights I was alone at home. It was 2 a.m. in the morning. I was awake, staring at the ceiling. My mind was totally blank. This was the fourth night in a row. I wasn't tired, I wasn't excited, I wasn't sleepy, I wasn't feeling anything. I was blank, I was numb. I realized that even when I had everything, I really didn't have anything. I was empty within. The toys, the phones, the charms, the holidays. I had lost interest in all of them. I was empty. In that moment, in that realization, my breath started to sink. I realized I had locked myself in a golden prison. I had fallen to the pit of emptiness. This emptiness would eat at me for hours, days, weeks. I started to drag myself to work. I was unexcited, demotivated, uninterested. It was a drag. It was eating me slowly. Ever heard of the term slow poison? Well, I think I was living it. Until one day, a video saved my life. It's a video where Tony Robbins, who's a coach to millionaires and billionaires, spoke about the 6 human needs. You need to watch this video. It's about 7 minutes long. Stick with it, and we'll pick up our conversation right after you're done.
So, what shaped Lance? What shapes you? 2 invisible forces, very quickly. 1, state. We all have had times. Have you had a time you did something and after you did it, you thought to yourself, I can't believe I said that. I can't believe I did that. That was so stupid. Who's been there? Say aye. Aye. Have you ever done something after you do it, you go, that was me. Right? It wasn't your ability, it was your state. Your model of the world is what shapes you long term. Your model of the world is the filter. That's what's shaping us. That's what makes people make decisions. When we want to influence somebody, we got to know what already influences them. And it's made up of 3 parts, I believe. First, what's your target? What are you after? Which I believe it's not your desires. You can get your desires to goals. How many of you got a goal, a desire, and thought, is this all there is? How many have been there? Say aye. So it's needs we have. I believe there are 6 human needs. Second, once you know what the target that's driving you is, and you uncover it for the truth, you don't form it, you uncover it. Then you find out what's your map. What's the belief systems that are telling you how to get those needs? Some people think the way to get those needs is destroy the world. Some people is to build something. Create something, love someone. And then there's the fuel you pick. So very quickly, 6 needs, let me tell you what they are. First one, certainty. Now these are not goals or desires, these are universal. Everyone needs certainty that they can avoid pain and at least be comfortable. Now how do you get it? Control everybody, develop a skill, give up, smoke a cigarette. And if you got totally certain, ironically, even though we all need that, like if you're not certain about your health or your children or money, you don't think about much more. You're not sure the ceiling's gonna hold up, you're gonna listen to any speaker. But while we go for certainty differently, if we get total certainty, we get what? What do you feel if you're certain? You know what's gonna happen, when it's gonna happen, how it's gonna happen. What would you feel? Bored out of your mind. So God, in her infinite wisdom, gave us a second human need, which is uncertainty. We need variety. We need surprise. How many of you here love surprises? Say aye. Bullshit. You like the surprises you want. The ones you don't want, you call problems, but you need them. So variety is important. Have you ever rented a video or a film that you've already seen? Who's done this? Get a fucking life. Right? Why are you doing it? You're certain it's good because you read it before, saw it before, but you're hoping it's been long enough you've forgotten enough there's variety. Third human need, critical, significance. We all need to feel important, special, unique. You can get it by making more money. You can do it by being more spiritual. You can do it by getting yourself in a situation where you put more tattoos and earrings in places humans don't want to know. Whatever it takes. The fastest way to do this, if you have no background, no culture, and no belief in resources or resourcefulness, is violence. If I put a gun to your head and I live in the hood, instantly I'm significant. 0 to 10, how high? 10. How certain am I you're going to respond to me? 10. How much uncertainty? Who knows what's going to happen next? Kind of exciting, like climbing up into a cave and doing that stuff all the way down there. Total variety and uncertainty. And it's significant, isn't it? So you're willing to risk your life for it. So that's why violence has always been around and will be around unless we have a consciousness change as a species. Now you can get significance a million ways, but to be significant, you got to be unique and different. Here's what we really need. Connection and love, fourth need. We all want it. Most people settle for connection because love's too scary. Don't want to get hurt. Who here has ever been hurt in an intimate relationship? Say aye. If you don't raise your hand, you'll have had other shit too, come on. And you're going to get hurt again. Aren't you glad you came to this positive visit? But here's what's true, we need it. We can do it through intimacy, through friendship, through prayer, through walking in nature. If nothing else works for you, get a dog. Don't get a cat, get a dog, because if you leave for 2 minutes, it's like you've been gone for 6 months when you show back up again 5 minutes later, right? Now these first 4 needs, every human finds a way to meet. Even if you lie to yourself, even if you have split personalities. But the last 2 needs, the first 4 needs are called the needs of the personality, is what I call it. The last 2 are the needs of the spirit. And this is where fulfillment comes. You won't get fulfillment from the first 4. You'll figure a way, smoke, drink, do whatever, meet the first 4. But the last 2, number 5, you must grow. We all know the answer here. If you don't grow, you what? If a relationship's not growing, if a business is not growing, if you're not growing, it doesn't matter how much money you have, how many friends you have, how many people love you, you feel like hell. And the reason we grow, I believe, is so we have something to give of value. Because the 6th need is to contribute beyond ourselves. Because we all know, corny as it sounds, the secret of living is giving. We all know life's not about me, it's about we. This culture knows that, this room knows that. And it's exciting. When you see Nicholas up here talking about his $100 computer, the most passionate, exciting thing is here's a genius, but he's got a calling now. You can feel the difference in him, and it's beautiful. And that calling can touch other people. In my own life, my life was touched because when I was 11 years old, Thanksgiving, no money, no food, and we're not gonna starve, but my father was totally messed up. My mom was letting him know how bad he messed up. And somebody came to the door and delivered food. My father made 3 decisions. I know what they were briefly. His focus was, this is charity. What does it mean? I'm worthless. What do I gotta do? Leave my family, which he did. The time, one of the most painful experiences of life. My 3 decisions gave me a different path. I said, focus on, there's food, what a concept. You know? Second, but this is what changed my life. This is what shaped me as a human being. Somebody's gift, I don't even know who it is. I thought, my father always said, no one gives a shit. And all of a sudden, somebody I don't know, they're not asking for it, this is giving our family food, looking out for us. It made me believe this. What does it mean? That strangers care. And what that made me decide is, if strangers care about me and my family, I care about them. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna do something to make a difference. So when I was 17, I went out one day on Thanksgiving. It was my target for years, have enough money to feed 2 families. Most fun thing I ever did in my life, most moving. Then next year I did 4, and I didn't tell anybody what I was doing. Next year, 8. I wasn't doing it for brownie points, but after 8, I thought, shit, I could use some help. So sure enough, I went out, and what did I do? I got my friends involved, and I grew companies, and then I got 11 companies, and I built a foundation. Now, 18 years later, I'm proud to tell you, last year we fed 2 million people in 35 countries through our foundation, all during the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, in all the different countries around the world. It's been fantastic. Thank you. So I don't tell you that to brag, I tell you because I'm proud of human beings because they get excited to contribute once they've had the chance to experience it, not talk about it. So finally, I'm about out of time, the target that shapes you, here's what's different about people. We have the same needs, but are you a certainty freak? Is that what you value most, or uncertainty? This man here couldn't be a certainty freak if he climbed through those caves. Are you driven by significance or love? We all need all 6, but whatever your lead system is tilts you in a different direction. And as you move in a direction, you have a destination or destiny.
Welcome back. In the video, Tony talks about the 6 human needs. The last 2, growth and contribution, they changed my life. Tony showed up as a coach, a hero in my life, and showed me what was possible, how I had full control of my life, especially when I understood myself a little bit better. Ever since that shift, my relationships changed, my business changed. I now live across the world, travel and speak at conferences, coach some of the brightest minds in the world, and enjoy every moment that I live. not only financially, but also emotionally and spiritually. Coaches have a profound impact in a person's life. It's no surprise that this industry is reported to be the second fastest growing industry in America with over $2 billion in annual revenue. This is when there are only a handful of coaches in the world. And it makes sense. In his best-selling book, The Education of Millionaires by Michael Ellsberg, he unravels the flaws in the acceptance of education as a reason for individual success. It just doesn't work anymore. Most millionaires he interviewed were either not that great at school or college, and if they were, they shared they learned no life skills at college. They had to learn that in the outside world. Our current education system is failing, which needs us to look outside for coaches and teachers like Oprah, John C. Maxwell, Tony Robbins, Vishen Lakhiani, Robin Sharma, Brené Brown, and many, many more for our life and business education. Yet, while our education is failing us, human beings haven't stopped evolving. Like Peter Diamandis shares in his book Abundance, our world is becoming increasingly abundant. Most of us don't need to struggle for food. We don't fight for clothing or any other basic human needs. This means as humans, we have evolved to higher needs, the need for self-actualization. We are becoming beings who are now more conscious. We value our values more. We are making career choice based on what we love to do instead of what we need to do. It has become an inner game. This is a game we were never trained for. We all can use a buddy, a friend, a coach who can help us navigate the new world, the world of abundance, more choices, more complex fragments of society. While you are watching this video, spare a second and just think about the individuals that have had the greatest impact in your life. If you think about it really closely, they're either your teachers, mentors, or coaches. They might not come with that title, but they were either one of those for you. That's powerful. Now think about the greatest impact you have had on someone. What role did you play? That is what coaching gives to a person. Not only is it a way to create an alternate stream of income and freedom, but it gives us our way to contribute to the larger world. It gives us joy. Isn't it a great feeling when you have a conversation with someone, you see their eyes light up, their souls open up, and tears of joy drop as they say, "Thank you." Isn't that an amazing feeling? Damn, even thinking about it gives me goosebumps. The possibility with coaching goes beyond just coaching. Coaches naturally progress to become teachers, speakers, best-selling authors, consultants. It really depends on what kind of coach you want to become, what kind of impact you want to have. Which brings us to the last part. Are you ready to be a coach? Most likely, you are. Just to bring that certainty to your life, let's do a little exercise that will help you identify where you are at. Answer these 3 questions. If you had a magic wand and an ability to design your life, what would you choose beyond riches? Would it be to be able to help other people in different ways? The second question, when you help a colleague, friend, or any other human being, does that give you a sense of joy? Question 3, do you find it exciting if you had a way to generate more wealth, say 6-figure income, while working 20 hours a week? Would you like that kind of abundance of time and wealth? If the answer is yes to the above questions, coaching is something you want to look at. Here's something you should know. I believe you're ready. Yes, I believe you're ready. Most of us are. We tend to ignore our inner voice, which is telling us to take action and bring about that change in our reality. So here's a small gift I have for you to get started. Below this video, you'll find a link where you can download Rise, the Starter Guide for New Coaches. This short guide is my present to you. It is a collection of articles that will help you get started. Also keep an eye on your inbox. I will send you your next training shortly. Your next training is called Ultimate Coaching Blueprint. In that video, we will go over what coaching really is. When people hire coaches, why is it so important and powerful for your clients? Some common misconceptions, myths, and beliefs about coaching as well. We will also go over the 2 pillars of coaching. Until then, have an amazing day.